It means less white people, less of you.
In 1964, a white college freshman fell in love with her self-defense instructor. He was a Chinese man, and he too fell for her. They loved each other so very much. One day, as they were watching a movie, he looked at her and said, "I want to spend the rest of my life with you." They decided to get married. However, her mother was a racist person. Her mother told her that, "I don't want to have a yellow grandchild." She was really sad. But they got married anyway. After getting married, they had their first baby together. And what happened next was shocking. If you were to take a DNA of a black person, a white person, or an Asian person, there would be no way to know about somebody's race based on their DNA. So this example that I'm showing here applied right across the board. There's no such thing as race. There's no such thing as white people or black people or Asian or Middle Eastern. We're all people. It is impossible for one type of people to be extinct, because the reason why Europeans are white, because in Europe we have cold weathers and we need to have like certain genes to combat the coldness. And if an Asian person can have a white child with a white person, then that means that white people who marry people who are non-white, they can still have white babies, and the white quote-unquote race will still continue. So the Great Replacement Theory, it is a far-right propaganda to justify racism and fascism. And in a world full of pain and suffering, there should be more empathy.
My dad is Sri Lankan, so he was born in Malaysia and he's ethnically Sri Lankan. Most people wouldn't believe that I'm Sri Lankan, obviously, because I don't look Sri Lankan. My mum's fully Irish, so I've got more of her genetics. When I was younger, I looked very different to my dad. So there were a lot of situations where people didn't think my dad was my dad. There was a time when I was in a superstore and I was having a tantrum over a toy when I was 4 years old, and my dad carried me out, put me over his shoulder, started to carry me out, and he got stopped by security because they thought he was kidnapping me. After a while, it kind of gets a bit exhausting, having to explain that this is my dad and there shouldn't need to be an explanation. Yeah, it's very frustrating that it can't just be accepted that you're just a mixed family, I guess. Yeah, it's mad.
Look, boys and girls, the only reason there are white people is because black people came here first, and they faded as they moved farther and farther north from the equator. Their melanin faded so that their skin, their hair, and their eyes got lighter. Their brains didn't get smaller, but their skin, their hair, and their eyes got lighter. That's the only reason you children can call yourselves white. And you aren't white. We are all shades of brown.